Hey, good morning, everybody. So today is Wednesday, right? May 17th, 7:40 a.m. Eastern Time. So what I put you guys yesterday, the gamma suggests us a gap up. So far, the future is providing a gap up at the open, right? So per gamma setup, I put you all resistance 4,125. That's what the setup yesterday night, right? Yesterday night. So I also for downside target, but in somewhere I put you that suggests a gap up, right? So for me, maximum target, maximum resistance 4,115, 4,118, maximum squeeze 4,125. This is what the design regarding yesterday changed a lot. I will show you guys. Support 4,100 and resistance 4,127, but it was a little negative gamma exposure. So doesn't mean to see a squeeze. It's not too much money. No, I also place to you guys. The correct movement to see another leg down is to the ES, at least back test 4,135. I put over here at 5 p.m. That's the correct movement. Otherwise, it's a crash. And the market's not set up for a crash right now. So I told you guys that we need to back test 4,135. To see another leg down, to break at least 4,100. And I also explain over here, per gamma setup, I put your resistance. Since delta suggests a squeeze, maximum target 4,125, but major resistance 4,115, 4,118. For downside target, as soon market lose 4,109, 4,110, we could see a back test at 4,084. 4,100 put you always back in. So to break it down is better squeeze, a gap up. I put you clear here. A gap up at the open. Then people is run to close 4,100 puts, giving a road free to break it down. Right? I explain everything to you guys at 6 p.m. I show the design. I show the resistance. Right? Everything, I wrote to you guys. So far, is running accordingly. Now we need to monitor, the intraday. But it's good that you guys already know the movement before it happens. That's the idea. That's, try to read, the entire book, this setup, and provide to you guys my read. Okay? That's the goal. So far, is work perfect. Of course, I told you because the delta is 0.08%, so the future at least need to trade, with 0.11%, but already is 0.33%, but is running accord. Now, look at the design. Since your market, suggests open with 13 points gap up, means that we flip it back to positive gamma. What's happening at positive gamma? Further release doesn't happen. So you guys will not see big candles. We will open a positive gamma again. Remember yesterday I told you the flip-flop the entire day, and then at the close they decide to sunk the market, to sell hardly, and then we almost back test 4,100. But the market hold at 4,109. And also yesterday, before I leave, I give you guys the clue where you guys need to leave, where the negative gamma it is, where the positive gamma it is. So I told you guys, my maximum target is 4,115, because the deltas, the book that I saw before I left home. Okay, and now I'm put 4,115, 4,118 as a major resistance. But future suggests us open a little bit higher at 4,120. And then, the maximum squeeze that I'm looking for is 4,125. Basically, the gamma setup. Now, it's changed a little bit. Okay? Change a lot, to be clear. So, we will open in a positive gamma. Okay, so further rally will be further rally will be, how can I say, I forget the word. We will not see further rallies because the positive gamma. You have like a put you at 4130. So I suggest 4125. So it's in my range. Of course, now the deltas will be positive in 4125 because you have a positive gamma, and deltas will be negative in 4120. That's the 0 DT. Okay? So I'm still looking for a maximum squeeze at 4125. 4015, 4018, that's a very important resistance. As soon as we lose, we need to look for the preview gamma setup. Delta neutral 4113.15, positive deltas at 4115, exactly over here. So as soon as you start to lose 4113, I expect, of course, before I expected to see this put wall being closed, being reduced. So at least, are open in a positive gamma. Further rallies could be contained because it's a positive gamma. My maximum target is 4105. It looks like the pattern will be the same as yesterday. Okay? Flip-flop between gammas. Positive to negative, negative to positive. As soon, the 0 DTE get, a well set up or to go down or to go up. The trend already start to be going down, not going up. Especially because the market's full of call. Especially because they squeeze at the overnight. So the bear test that everybody's always saying is not going to happen. Why? Positive gamma, market full of call. Dealers already squeeze exactly where we're looking for, 4,135, right? It's already back test there, exactly where we're looking for. Fabio, the setup could be changed during the intraday market could go up, of course, because that we need to monitor. But so far, let's work in those levels. Maximum target 4,125. So 4,115, 4,118. Now you'll be, because futures is suggestions that will open at 4,120, 4,115, 4,118 will be the la la land. As soon as you lose the region and then try to backtest 4,113, that's where makers you decide what you do. Losing this level, we could go back to 4,180. It's totally normal because it's as much you fluctuate in those regions, people we start to close the puts because as soon as you go to La La Land or being trading in the deltas positive, in the levels that I have been highlighting, and 4,120, will force traders to close the 4,100 put, right? Because as much they hold, especially because it's 0 DTE, as much the delta with theta is burning the premium, force them to sell to cheaper price for dealers. And then we could see again the flip-flop movement. Okay? Positive to negative, negative to positive, and so on. And at the end of the day, we need to monitor where the positive deltas are, where the negative deltas are, and then we will know how the charm will be. Okay? So work with those levels. This is based in the deltas and gamma structures. Okay? In the first and the primary, gamma's Greek. And is this. So summarize is this. Pay attention in the levels. Regarding a risk factors. Pay attention in DXY. DXY is in a trend. Today we backtest 103. The resistance is, I don't know why my nodes already lost from my graph. But if I'm not wrong, we have a resistance at 103 500. If I'm not wrong, I don't know, because remember that you have all my notes here. I don't know why I lose this. Anyway, okay. So the DXY is in trend. Is totally normal. We go down, back test this pivot at 102, 061, 085 to go back up, because the Bollinger Band is so wide. Or even back test a EMA 20 or EMA 8 or 50 and go back up. That's totally normal to see, a downtrend to make impulse to going higher. Okay? It's the same as SP500 I told you guys. It's totally normal. Back test 4,135, those region to going back down. Remember, 4,126 up to 4,120, that's the current support. We are market's locked in a range so far. Market didn't lose such range so far. Market is not bullish. The text that you guys saw, the jumping text, 20%, was poor gamma squeeze. And big players, bought to force the gamma squeeze. Now you guys are seeing the 13F from some big players telling, saying that they bought Apple, they bought Google, they bought AMD, because was a big short in those assets. They knew they buy the gamma squeeze short sellers. Okay? They bought the gamma squeeze short sellers. So pay attention that market's locked between 4,167. That's I always told you guys, this is the supply, the major resistance. Okay? And holding at 4,126, this yellow line. Losing 26, the second support is 4,100. Also match with the EMA 50. Okay, this is the ES, the future. But markets locked, Bollinger Band is really squeezed. A huge movement is going to happen anytime. They could postpone? Yes. I'm still receiving, calls from people, buy, you see a rally. Based in what? I will buy if market crash. If market crash, for sure we will see a rally, because something will be breaked in the meantime, and consequently the central bank, Federal Reserve, will inject the money in the economy to fix the break. Otherwise, no, everybody is wrong about, a melt up, because the cost of money is too high. To be leveraged costs a lot of money. So we could be in a bear market wherever they want, up and down constantly. Up and down constantly. I will repeat again what I have been telling you guys. Nowadays, buy and hold doesn't work. The market set up to you to swing. Open a position on Monday, close maximum Friday, and so on. Don't listen those folks that saying that, buy and hold because you see a big rally. Doesn't make any sense today. If market crash, for some reason, dealers want to crash, it's because some things break. Okay, I will believe in a very huge spike soon, because money will be needed to fix a break. Otherwise, no, it's a bear market. Market's not going anywhere. Market's not going anywhere. Market's not in a bull market. Market is totally in 180 degree, right? It's a line. Market is a line. Okay? Market's not walking. Pay attention on this. If you also check tax, that's nowadays was a 30% jump. If you watch the monthly graph, is the same. It's not going anywhere. Let me put the monthly graph. See, we don't have angle. We don't have angle. Was a huge drop, one of the most biggest drop. Also, pay attention in another factor that, you know, show us a big risk in tax. Yields is not dropping. Tax are very sensitive for higher dollar and higher yields. Since yields is not dropping, it's not losing 3.5 and now it's trying to rally up to 4%, that's a huge left tail risk for tax. So those 20% jumps was poor gum squeeze. Big players knew the big short, and of course they forced this gum squeeze. They bought to force a gum squeeze, right? Hope you guys understand that that's the market dynamically. And also I'm showing the correlated, you know, assets, especially to you be bullish or bearish in tax and the stock market. Yields is not dropping. DXY is in trend, much higher than, you know, 100. Tax need to rally when you see, you know, the DXY at 80, 90, below 100. Then you see a bull market in tax. Then you see a bull market in commodities. When you see yields is going down, then you know we will be in a risk-off mode. Buy risky assets with your eyes closed. In such a moment, no, we are in a risk-on moment. Cost of money is really high. Okay? So if you come to me and explain me technically that we are in a bull market, I start to believe that we are in a bull market. If you show me graphs, you know, regarding fractal, you know, yeah, that, you know, market to repeat the movement, guys, are you not listening? Are you not listening? Because, you know, cost of the money. Be leverage nowadays cost money. It's not free money anymore. Okay? To see a huge spike, we need to see something break. We need to see a crash. Then intervention from central bank. Period. I want to be a bull, but you know, for me to be a really big bull, I need to see a crash. Then I buy, you know, easily, you know, and close my eyes and wait until the next issue is coming. Okay? So I already show you guys all the correlated assets, right? I already also show you guys that market's not in a bull market. Market's totally locked. We don't have any angle in those movements. It's totally locked. Of course, any Q for me, could you back test 4,000? Okay, that's the major resistance. And you know, the Nasdaq is trying to back test there. I am expecting to see a reject at 4,000K. Okay, that's, you know, the rejecting that I'm expecting. Okay, so far markets, you know, open with a gap up that we suggested, you know, the movement suggests. Could you close also, you know, like how can I say, in the level that to be open? Yes, could. So if this happen, we will see a lot of notional positive gamma to expire tomorrow, because nowadays supposed to be everything positive. And normal that's in OPEX, you see a squeeze. A squeeze in this case, if you will be in a positive gamma, you squeeze in a negative way, in a gamma squeeze in a negative way. That's totally normal. You know, if you also we will not see a drop because today, but we need to monitor, you know, the correlated assets, DXY. But so far I provide you guys all the levels. Pay attention. For me, maximum target 4,125. That's for me, that's for maximum target. La Land, since we are open in a positive gamma, you know, with a gap up, it will be the region between 4,115 and 4,118. and deltas negative start at 4013.15. So during the intraday, if you start to see a weakness in the SP 500 and the 0 DTAs start to close 4,100 put, consequently, release the 4,100 put wall, that's the support, also, posted over here. Market will be ready again to lose that region and backtest 4,084. Okay, I'm still looking for a possibility to print 4,084 today, but levels and trend we will monitor during the intraday. Okay, thank you guys, see you guys soon.